Oh boy, I still make these videos. Hey, so we're making a video on the new War Commander operation. Um, yeah. So I will go through the prize pool, so to speak, as well as just mission XP and all that good stuff. I also got a bit of a tips and tricks video, so to speak. Someone on the War Commander Discord named Idiot Sandwich 123 or something. I don't remember his full name. He gave me this idea, so full credit for this part of the video to him. But he wanted to know how to counter the spiders. So here are these new units in this event because we killed Vercraft pretty much fully. So they're now pretty much no longer a faction, major faction. So the event was kind of these spiders were hinted or teased slightly. Apparently there was like these level 1 bases that obviously you can't because level 1 with these spider things in them, and we did because I think everyone tried to figure out a way how to hit the bases, but I don't think anyone could. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. Before the event, and then the event comes, and here the spider things are. So these spider things, very interesting. We'll say ability, and they also got an interesting kind of They're just interesting, really, in my opinion. They're not amazing, but their the ability to just ruin your platoons is honestly impressive. So if we go to, okay, so I got enough for okay, so I've already spent some XP. I'm building the siege squadron. You may be thinking why. It's because I can, and because since I'm a survivor player, I want to get the maximum out of survivor units, and siege squadron is part of that, part of the survivors faction. So here we are on the event. So we'll go to overview first. I should have opened up with that. So participate in the main track to earn large event XP payouts, components, thorium, single-use unlocks of skipjack, and hero and faction track access. Participate in the faction track to earn survivor units, survivor training tokens, and the new Sphinx unit, which, yeah. Okay, so I haven't restarted yet. I probably will, just so, I can probably go through the first few bases and maybe the defense wave, maybe. So, prizes. The only reason to play the event. Other than bragging rights, but who gives a damn about that? So, the Sphinx is the first generation free unit. Its stats at level 20 is impressive. 10 million health. Yeah. Its range isn't too amazing, but so the Sphinx is a heavily armored aircraft designed to establish a presence on the front line that the enemy cannot ignore. It has an ability to multi-target. It can hit 2 targets at level 1, up to level 9. From level 10 to 19, it can hit 3 targets, and at level 20, it can hit 4 targets at once. Now, I don't know if that's DPS is per target, e.g., the Sphinx dealing full damage to all units, or that's a total maximum damage. Either way, very brutal indeed. So other prizes, obviously the trophy. I mean, Sphinx training tokens, obviously. Riot pods for siege squadron. The lead planes pods apply Cairo, corrosion, shock, and concuss. It's pretty much all the debuffs at once. Elite siege squadron, the drones, components. Libs, Spartans, Acolytes, War Dogs, Technicals, Dracons, Cyclops, Caretaker, Chaplain, Tech, and, obviously all this. So, nothing new. So, the new hero, I've actually got one of my platoon. So, I think I have one spare, actually. So, as Skipjack, I can't have more than one. So, if you could. So, Skipjack's stats, 2.1 million health, which is very strong for an infantry, 300 range. You may be thinking that's terrible, but a breacher's, because she's a unique breacher. The Breacher is very piss poor range, so this makes up for it a little bit. And obviously she has a lot more health, and I think she moves faster. Damage is really high, and size is at least 75 in case you want to make a population efficient platoon with a hero in it. So she's very brutal. She also deals concuss, and I think corrosion, so she's very brutal. What else is in this event? So, the main enemy is a robotic AI, I think, called Onyx. It's in binary. I don't understand what this means. I might just look it up online, but you know, if I don't find out and you want to look it up, please tell me. So, self-repair protocol. Nano repair bots ensure that Onyx units never stay decommissioned for long. As you can see there, it's standing, it gets blown the hell up, it lays there, and it gets right back up. They never die. They never truly. You can put them down for a limited amount of time, but they will get right back up at full HP. Admittedly, they're weak, but you know, it's like you can shoot a zombie as many times in like the chest and whatever, and they go down, but they'll get back up unless you headshot them. But the only way how to really you can shock them, despite having shock immune turrets, all their ground units can be shocked. So any unit that deals shock damage, which includes the Spec Op, permanently stun lock the spiders. So efficient counters. Technically speaking, any unit that has a blast radius or a pass-through attack. So something as old as the FAV, if they don't die in one shot, technically are a cost-efficient unit against groups, because flamethrower attacks. Of course, obviously, they wouldn't be able to take a single fucking hit, but you know what I mean. Any air unit, because there are two types of spiders, which hopefully I get to show you. There are plasma ones, and there are these stealth ones that just do melee damage. So if you want to counter the plasma ones, you need something that can either get up to them, or if you're playing Corpus, use Phalanx or other Corpus-based units, and you can just charge them. And since they take a cap damage, yeah, because the plasma ones seem to be based off the Dracon attack, so it gets stronger. The further distance it travels, and the buff for Corpus is that they take a maximum amount of damage. So, for example, a Spartan can't be one-shot by, say, a railgun. It really helps out. So, units I would use is anything that deals shock. If you're using a shock op, that's everything. Any unit that does a large area of effect, something as old as a Nimbus can be effective, as what I've found out in the Discord. Some of these things, I have not discovered these things, so all credit to people that were telling me how effective a Nimbus is, an old unit, SF era. So I think a hover tank has a bit of range. I mean, I have a bit of splash. I mean, I wouldn't, because it's, old. So Spartans in mass are decent, because they have splash damage. One probably isn't too much of a threat. Flamethrower technicals are very brutal, because their attacks pass through units. Very lovely. Like I said, most, if not all, air for the bite ones. For the ones with plasma, just anything with a drone. Anything with drones, so Furies, Elite Titans, Sandstorms, and other units like that. That'd be effective, because the plasma, or the drones take plasma hit before they let the damage, the main unit go down. Units I would not recommend is powerful one-shot units, acolytes, purifiers. I would like to say the Jug is effective, but not at level 1. You would need an Elite or Omega, because the lack of range means that the spiders, we had to get in there and deal damage. Nightmare might be good. I mean, they've got a fast area of effect attack. Um, air units, especially the Apollo, would be very decent because of its area of effect attack, and it does. It's relatively strong as well. A little bit lacking on the range, you know. Liberators aren't such a good idea. What else? Most SF actually wouldn't be a good idea, you know, because they don't deal that big of area damage. Naturally, F units. So we're gonna restart if I can't. I think my technicals right. I forget what base is open to attack. So we'll see which ones, because there's either, I think, we'll see, we'll check out every, whichever base, and I'll just go whatever, because fuck it, I need content, I need real content for this video. Actually no, I should base some technicals out, because I can't really, as well. I've just been, so my playstyle is just scrounge whatever I can and make do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah, of course I won't attack without the shock up, I mean, I've made that mistake before. And my laptop is a bit of a potato, so excuse me for not having, fast loading shit. Wow, dude, okay. Well, these things are immune to shock, these things are huge, and they are plasma. And then there's probably, spike dudes somewhere. I don't even know I don't know how strong they are, and I think they get up too. So what I'm gonna do is, nope to that. Let's get the shock up, because I'm pretty much gonna do the other base then. Or restart, depending if I don't know. Because I don't know if I can actually do any of these bases anymore. I might have to send Skipjack in as another unit too, because she's only 75 pop space. I call it population space, you may call it whatever, just storage, whatever. I only call it pop space because that's what I'm used to, that's what, as I am an Age of Empires player, population is what we go off by. For example, you can only have a certain amount of units because you have a max population limit. Yeah. So yeah, this event, people hate it because it's laggy, it's glitchy, it's whatever. But I feel it's better, in my opinion, than previous events. Because while they have ranged units, if you A, play smart, or B, you playing as Corpus and, you know, you're doing the, using your faction traits, it's very easy. But yeah, so these things are obviously immune to Zombify. I honestly think they were self-explanatory. I honestly thought they weren't for a reason. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can do this. So yeah, when you get them in mass, the flamethrower attack is one of the most cost-effective attacks in the game. Yeah, because it goes through more than one. And since I'm survivors, every kill I get, and technically every death that's made on my end of the field too, makes my units even stronger. So, I mean, the one bad thing about the plasma attack, though, from those guys, is that, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing that can outspeed it. Once you're hit, you're taking damage. The only thing you can do then at that point is to close the distance and just try and minimize the damage, because it's based on like the Dracon attack thing. So if you move it in, you can try reduce some of that damage. I recommend you do that all the time. And wow, that was a big hit. That was a beefy hit. I don't know. I probably don't know if I can sustain another one. And I'm already losing technicals. Normally losing units isn't, you know, as terrible as you'd think, but on an event like this, yeah, no, it's brutal. It truly is brutal. It also, you know, shows you the importance of spreading out your units. Yeah. Yep, as you can see, there's another horde. Obviously, there wasn't one there a few moments ago. They're all converging now. It's like a survival game mode kind of thing. Like, where at first you think you're fine, and then it slowly escalates to shit. Oh, and a Dracon-based spider. Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, shock op. If these guys were shock immune, then they would be overpowered and the event would be unfair. But they're not, so it's fine. I think my last tentacle that does fire damage is dead. Acid damage, I mean, like corrosion, is dead, so that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be an issue for a later date. Oh my! Oh nope! Those are missiles, buddy. So let's just shoot down the power plants. It just makes their turrets less effective, obviously, and that reduces. Oh my god! Oh no! This might be the end. This might be the end. I'm getting my boost up though, at the very least. So so yeah, obviously, flamethrower attacks are very effective. Yep, I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this battle. I don't know how badly by though. Like, it's not like it's impossible, but I might need to coin the repairs. Of course, I won't do that because I'm broke as fuck. And what the hell? For whatever reason, you're not shocking it? Okay. Oh, and as you can clearly see the animation, yeah, brutal. I think you can use zombie missiles in here. I mean, I'd be surprised if you couldn't, but it just kicks on. Caparino. Okay. So I'm gonna lose this, but it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, I can't just. I'll have to YOLO it, really. It's all or nothing. And I don't know what these guys are charging for. I mean, can those guys fucking take out my. Yeah, so they don't deal that much damage. But the thing is that you need to keep them under control, really. Oh, and I'm gonna lose. This is a losing fight. This is a losing fight. So yeah, new plan. I don't have liberators, do I? I was gonna say, let's forge some liberators. Let's send them to the front lines. I don't know if I'm gonna even have to take out that base. So I might need tentacles and libs, maybe. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I've got air, obviously. No, I don't. Oh nope, I've got Grizzly. Grizzly will be making an appearance. Where the hell are you guys? What the fuck were you guys up there? I have no idea where those guys were up there. So, yeah, that was brutal, but not as bad as you would think. I might just send Skipjack in too. So this has turned into an interesting shit show. But like, it's going to be an interesting 20-minute video, as always. Just improvising at this point, because I don't really have a script or anything. I just go by whatever happens. I know. To me, it makes the content more interesting. Winging it and making by what happens, and not necessarily by a script or anything. I don't know. Then we're gonna send Skipjack in. She's more of a bullet soak. I need the units to aggro on her because she's got more HP than a Liberator. I think Weaver has used a shield, maybe. I have no idea. I'd assume so. The issue with Liberators is they do a sustained attack. They don't deal an area of effect. So, that's going to be lovely. Also, by having the ground units aggro on, obviously, having everyone obviously aggro on the ground units. Oh no, I can't! Because, oh, rip. Oh no, she might die then, rip. Skipjack, no, get out of there, nope. Well, the good news is I can just get my buff up easily. Yeah, no, that's going to be a future issue. If I can't contain those guys, it doesn't really matter. And I've already lost one rip. Never mind, Skipjack needs to make her move now. Like, she needs to sacrifice herself for the greater good of, I said a community, but this isn't the forums. Rip. Rip Skipjack. Rip. No more bone swords. Oh no. This is what I get for winging it. Liberator 1, go. Oh no. Oh yeah, these guys even have tracking, so you can't even micromanage. And why are these guys? Nope. Nope. Fucking nope. There's like 20 of them. Oh no, I might have to resort to zombies. Oh no. I mean, I don't have mercs and nope. And you know, this is Perino. I mean, oh well. Yeah, oh well. I fail. It's something in the world. But yeah, so I might restart. What am I, I see. I get Spinks. That's why. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it for the video. Yeah, so, just how to kill the spiders, area of effect attacks. Yeah, units for the most part. And yeah, units to avoid is infantry of most kinds, even burst area of effect units, because they're just not tanky enough to take out hordes unless they're Spartan, in which case they are kind of the exception to the rule. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys again next time. Yay.